Mike here from Supreme Gadgets. Hope you're all having a great day. Now today we have an unboxing and first look at the nVIDIA Shield TV, and this is actually the 500GB version. Now the nVIDIA Shield TV is an Android TV set-top box. It's similar, say, to the Fire TVs, the Apple TVs and those type of things, but this is actually running the fully fledged Android TV operating system, which is like a variant of Android itself. There's quite a lot of other Android boxes out there, but they all run the stock kind of Android, whereas this is primarily designed for television, and it's the latest version of Android as well, 6.0 I believe, rather than Android 4.4 or something like that, like a lot of the other cheaper boxes actually have running. So here we are, this is the main box, and I've got this on Amazon Prime deals yesterday, so it's just arrived today. So a quick look round the box before we open it. So as you can see, picture the Shield on the front there. Just a few bits of description on the side, what's included. Okay, so you get the console itself, or the set-top box itself, a controller, game controller. You actually get a HDMI cable with this, which is quite unusual. You get the storage, which is 500GB, and then it talks about the specifications. So it's a Tegra X1 processor, 256 cores NVIDIA processor, 64-bit CPU, 3GB of RAM, Android TV, Google Cast ready, HDMI 2, 4K ready. It's got a micro SD card slot for extra storage, 802.11 AC dual band Wi-Fi, gigabit Ethernet, 2 USB 3 ports, a micro USB 2 port, and Dolby 7.1 and 5.1 surround sound pass-through. On the back we just get a brief sort of preview of what the Android TV looks like. So that's what the interface looks like that comes up on the screen. So you've got Android TV, voice search, 4K and game support, because they are actually selling this as more of a games console than anything else, I suppose. Extras that you can buy include the remote control and the vertical stand. But the remote control, you can probably get cheaper versions that work on it as well, because that is quite expensive. I think it's about £40 to buy. And the stand, really, well, it's just one of those fashion accessories really. So what we shall do is we'll get unboxing. So we'll slide this off first of all, and then take the top off this box, and we're presented immediately with the Shield itself. So I just pull this out. Okay, so very, very nice and slim, very, very slim indeed. As you can see, that's the front there. We have the power button on top, which has just got a peel off sticker there, and you can see the nVIDIA logo just on the power button there. That's the top of it. Bit of a fingerprint magnet, but what that is to be expected really with these glossy black finishes. This is where all the ports are on the back, so we have a bit of a fan there to keep the coolness down. We have a micro SD card slot, the micro USB 2 port, the 2 USB 3 ports, the gigabit Ethernet port, the HDMI port for video output, and there is the power supply there. On the side nothing, on the other side nothing. So that is the console itself. So we'll just put that onto one side. We've got a little instruction manual which very briefly tells you how to set it all up really, nothing exciting in there. Take that side off, and then we get the controller, which is similar to our crossover really between the PlayStation controller and the Xbox controller. Just pull the this sellotape off, the plastic coverings quickly. And then we'll just go around the controller. So these, you've got the two analog sticks here that click in, so they're also buttons. Got the D-pad, got the A, B, X and Y buttons there. On top we've got the two triggers and the two bumper buttons. You also have some Android Android function buttons there, and a plus and minus there at the bottom. You also got the charging port and the headphone jack as well. So that is the controller. Crossover really between the PlayStation and Xbox controller. And just under there we've got a brief instruction manual, I believe, or warranty information about the controller itself. And then we have here, we have the HDMI port plug, which is quite a nice length it looks, that's good. And then we have a USB plug, which is micro USB to full size USB. That is for charging the controller. And then finally we have the power supply unit here, which plugs into the Shield at that end, which looks similar to kind of a USB port, but obviously isn't. And then you get various adapters based on which country you're in. So you've got these, which are foreign adapters, and hopefully a British one. Yes, a British one is there. So that will slide literally onto there. Oops. Hopefully. Just take the sellotape off here. Hopefully that should slide onto there. Ah, there you go, into place there. So that's the adapter. Right, so that is the unboxing. So what I'll do is I'll just get the Shield booted up and have a look at it in a moment with you. So here we are with the Shield TV set up. It's plugged in and all working. Unfortunately, I didn't actually get the boot screen because the HDMI wasn't plugged into the correct port. So I had to mess around and fiddle around. So that was my own fault really. But never mind. We are at the first screen, and that is hold button on your controller until the light flashes. So I presume we just press that button there, hopefully, which is the button on the controller it's suggesting. And it's flashing now, as you can possibly see just there. And there we go. Welcome. Now we've got English US there. We've got English UK. We've got possibly English UK. Yes, English GB. So we select that. Sign into Google. So we'll have to use your phone or laptop. So what I'll do is I'll sign into Google. Okay, and I'll be back in a moment. And I finally signed in through using my email address and password rather than that website, because that didn't seem to want to work. So we are now able to continue. So we'll do continue, yes, let them, and then it does an update. How unusual. So we'll come back once the update is completed. And it looks like we are rebooting and doing the update. As you can see on the screen there, the familiar little Android logo with installing system update on the screen as well. So we'll be back in a moment once that is done. Right, we're back to it after the software update. Just a quick notice is when I tried to actually turn this back on after the update, it wouldn't connect to the Shield TV. There was no notification on screen. It just literally asked me to press continue to sign into Google to accept their terms and conditions, but there was no prompt to do anything with the controller. It won't connect. So what I actually had to do was plug it in by USB to the Shield itself, and then it synchronized it and paired it again. So that could be something that nVIDIA could actually enable on the screen, a prompt to come up and tell you to do that, because I was a bit baffled at first, but obviously I've seen that kind of thing happen before with other devices, but at least they usually do tell you, where this one didn't. So at the moment, anyway, we've got the screen just giving a quick demonstration of the buttons. So we've got the nVIDIA button at the top, then we've got the broadcast button, tap to play, pause, we've got the home button, back button, and the volume control. So we'll click next on that. And then if we've got the actual remote control itself, which I don't have, it also gives a brief description on that, like the voice control, the home button, back button, and volume control. So we're next on that one. Setup is complete. There we go, just move the camera slightly so we see the full screen. And there we go, we're actually in the home screen. So we just have a little look and get the camera right. So we've got at the top, we've got kind of options, we've got news and some adverts on what's going on Google Play, I presume. And then we've got your Shield Hub, which includes your Shield games, GeForce Now and Netflix. And then you've got your installed apps at the moment, which include your Google Play TV and movies, YouTube, Google Play Store, your Google Play Music, Google Play Games, movies and videos, sorry, photos and videos rather, and Plex. And then underneath we've got your setup, got network setup, Shield accessories, and your power options. So we'll have a quick look at the settings. So here we can actually change the settings of the network. So it is on wired Ethernet at the moment, but I can also set up wireless. Google Cast, system settings, which enable you to change different settings there. Your app settings, HDMI settings, Daydream settings. That's I'll have to look into that because I'm not actually well up on Android, I must admit. I've tended to use Apple devices a lot, so this is going to be a little bit of a learning experience for me as well, but I'm going to enjoy it because I have no preference to what operating system really. I'm quite happy to use anything. So got preferences, date and time, which I hope is set correctly. Yeah, which is correct. Got language, your keyboard, home screen settings, search, speech, accessibility settings, your Shield accessory, your Bluetooth accessories, your personal location, security, your Google device and that type of thing. Okay, so that is that. We're going to about and then just go down and see what version of, yeah, version 6, and we get the Marshmallow logo pop up. Ooh, a little marshmallow. Not sure what else that does. 3, 2, 1. No, is it a game? Ah, it's an Angry Birds version. Oops, I didn't know that. So there you go, an Easter egg found straight away. So can we get it over there? Oh, no, I can't. This is difficult. This is. Oh, it's taking me the other way now. It's a bit cruel. Ah. Hey, I've passed one. That's amazing. Oh, missed on 2. Anyway, that is a little Easter egg if you want to have a look at that. So you just go into version on the about section, keep tapping it, and then you keep tapping that, and then you get into the game. That's pretty good. Nice little Easter egg there. Going to quickly have a look at the storage. And you can see instantly we have a 455 gigabytes of available space total available, because that's the 500 gigabyte hard drive in this one. And we can also mount storage devices, sorry, network storage, so I'll be able to mount my Drobo system, which will be interesting. Quickly have a look at HDMI as well. So it's got, yes, it's got the correct HDMI settings and that type of thing on there. Apps, So there's where the apps are all running, so you can force quit and that type of thing through there, I presume. System settings, you got your volume modes, USB, system sounds, and that type of thing. So there we are. That is the Shield TV. Sorry, the Shield TV running Android TV, and that is that. So once I've got a bit more used to it, then I'll come back with a more in-depth look at the Shield TV. But until then, thanks very much for watching. Catch you next time.